Welcome to my channel with new updates. Rinat Fakhretdinov's departure from the UFC continues to generate discussion, with Islam Makhachev offering his perspective on why the Russian fighter was allowed to leave. Recently, it was confirmed that Fakhretdinov was not re-signed by the UFC, a decision that immediately raised eyebrows and sparked online debates, given his notable record in the octagon. Fakhretdinov had amassed a 6-0 record and was coming off a 54-second stoppage win over Andre Gustafsson in September, which on paper does not typically justify a release from the promotion. Despite his winning record, some critics highlighted that several of Fakhretdinov's fights were not particularly memorable or high-profile. Additionally, he was not known for his ability to engage fans or generate attention through the media. This point was emphasized by Makhachev when he was asked if he was surprised by Fakhretdinov's exit from the UFC. Makhachev explained that the UFC prioritizes fighters who can generate revenue and attract public interest, not just those who consistently win fights. He remarked that fighters must learn to market themselves, communicate effectively, and be interesting to the audience. Makhachev noted that American audiences have a deep appreciation for wrestling and the entertainment aspects of combat sports, similar to the popularity of WWE. Fans enjoy the spectacle and storylines, and the UFC mirrors that dynamic by promoting fighters who can contribute both in skill and entertainment value. According to Makhachev, simply being dominant inside the cage is not enough. Fighters must learn how to showcase themselves, build a fan base, and engage the public to secure their position within the organization. This philosophy underscores a broader trend in the UFC, particularly affecting wrestling and grappling-centric athletes. While Makhachev did not single out any specific fighter beyond Fakhretdinov, it is widely understood in the MMA community that fighters with dominant technical skills but limited promotional appeal often face challenges maintaining long-term contracts. Stories like these illustrate why some athletes, such as Kobe Covington, have adjusted their approach to emphasize showmanship and media presence, particularly when their primary fighting style is heavily grappling-oriented. Fakhretdinov's release prompted significant backlash among fans who debated the fairness of the decision given his record. However, the situation highlights the complex balance the UFC maintains between athletic performance and marketability. Success in the octagon is crucial, but the ability to captivate an audience and engage with the media has become an equally important factor in determining a fighter's longevity within the promotion. Today, the UFC announced that Ibo Osalan has been re-signed to a 6-fight contract, despite currently being on a 3-fight losing streak. The news immediately sparked controversy within the MMA community, particularly as other fighters, including Muhammad Mokaev, Rinat Fakhretdinov, and Martin Buday, did not have their contracts renewed. Many fans expressed confusion and frustration over the organization's decision-making process. Rinat Fakhretdinov, for example, has been recognized as an entertaining and high-level competitor with only a few setbacks, yet he was not offered a new contract. Fans were quick to point out that his performance in the octagon has generally been solid, and his release felt unjustified. Similarly, Muhammad Mokaev, widely regarded as one of the best flyweights in the UFC, was also not re-signed, causing further discontent. On the other hand, Ibo Osalan, despite his recent losses, was retained, prompting discussions about the UFC's apparent preference for marketable or entertaining fighters over consistent performers. Many in the community speculated that business considerations rather than purely athletic performance influenced the UFC's decision. Comments online highlighted that the promotion seems to value fighters who can generate fan interest and put on exciting performances, even if their recent results have been subpar. Conversely, athletes who maintain high-level skills but are less charismatic or media savvy may struggle to secure contracts, regardless of their win-loss record. It is also possible that contract negotiations played a role in these outcomes. Ibo Osalan may have accepted the UFC's offer without negotiation, while Fakhretdinov could have requested better terms, leading to a disagreement. In a previous statement, Fakhretdinov acknowledged that there were some minor issues with the UFC's offer but nothing severe. He also confirmed that other opportunities were already coming his way, suggesting that he prioritized finding fair compensation over immediately re-signing. This situation has prompted broader discussion about the UFC's approach to talent retention in 2025. Fans question why an undefeated fighter like Fakhretdinov would be let go while someone with a 3-fight losing streak is retained. The debate underscores the tension between athletic merit and entertainment value in modern MMA, highlighting the complex considerations that drive roster decisions. Ultimately, the community remains divided, with many expressing disappointment over perceived inconsistencies in UFC contract decisions and calling for greater transparency in how fighters are evaluated and retained. Heading into 2026, Israel Adesanya has made it clear that he is no longer focused on UFC titles. This year, he has only competed once, back in February against Nasruddin Imavov, and is currently on a 3-fight losing streak. The setbacks have prompted a shift in his approach, as he recently sat down with Bang Muay Thai, a gym based in Phuket, Thailand, to discuss his future in the sport. During the conversation, Adesanya explained that his focus has shifted from championship pursuits to simply enjoying fighting the way he did earlier in his career. He expressed that the belts he has already won are a testament to his achievements, but now he wants to fight more freely, take risks, and rediscover the thrill that initially drew him to MMA. He reflected on his career-defining moments, recalling attempts at daring techniques like the failed Imanari roll against Brad Tavares, emphasizing that he wants to return to that adventurous style. Adesanya's comments also highlighted the public perception of his career at this stage. When out in Auckland, people frequently ask if he is retired. While he initially clarified that he was merely taking a break, he now often responds affirmatively, letting his presence in upcoming fights speak for itself. The focus, he explained, is no longer on belts, but on the craft of fighting and the excitement of competition. Looking ahead, fans are eager to see who the UFC will match him against next. He recently lost to Nasruddin Imavov, Alex Pereira, and Sean Strickland, and while he and Strickland reportedly wanted a rematch, it did not materialize. Potential opponents, such as Michael Venom Page, who has competed at middleweight before, could offer intriguing and exciting matchups that play to Adesanya's dynamic fighting style. When asked about the most perfect fight of his career, Adesanya surprisingly cited his bout against Paulo Costa rather than the rematch with Alex Pereira. He described the Costa fight as his cleanest technical performance in the UFC, taking virtually no damage while inflicting significant punishment. He noted that while other fights in kickboxing and King in the Ring also hold significance, the Costa matchup stands out for its precision and satisfaction. This perspective underscores Adesanya's current mindset, valuing technique, mastery, and the artistry of fighting over championship accolades. Yesterday, it was reported that Paulo Costa has withdrawn from his scheduled fight against Bruno Ferreira at UFC 326. As of now, no official reason has been provided for Costa's pullout, but the news was met with widespread disappointment and frustration from the MMA community. Many fans noted that this felt like yet another cancellation in Costa's career and called for the UFC to take decisive action, including potentially removing him from the roster due to his repeated withdrawals. Critics pointed out that Costa's opponent in this fight lacked the name recognition and profile to match Costa's own status, suggesting that he might have been better served waiting for higher-profile matchups, such as rematches with Israel Adesanya or Sean Strickland. Fans and analysts alike highlighted Costa's inconsistent activity and questioned whether his repeated cancellations show a lack of commitment to the sport. Some went as far as saying that if there were a championship belt for pulling out of fights, Costa would already hold it. Others called for the UFC to bring back fighters like Makhachev, who have proven themselves in the octagon, rather than retaining someone with Costa's spotty record. Following the announcement, Bruno Ferreira reacted on Instagram, taking aim at Costa, while also suggesting Roman Dolid as a potential replacement. In his post, he referred to Costa as weak and encouraged Dolid to put on an exciting performance for the fans at UFC 326, emphasizing that he expects his replacement to be competitive and committed. In a subsequent video, FJ expressed that Costa's withdrawal did not come as a surprise, noting that he has pulled out of previous fights as well. He criticized the lack of professionalism shown to both the UFC and the fans, emphasizing that such behavior diminishes the integrity of the sport and disrupts fan expectations. The situation has sparked debate among fans about roster management and accountability in the UFC. Many are questioning how repeated withdrawals are handled and whether the organization should implement stricter measures to ensure fighters honor their commitments. As anticipation builds for UFC 326, the discussion continues regarding who should step in to face Bruno Ferreira and maintain the quality of matchups that fans expect from the promotion.